Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of What If Naruto Was Born with Master Ultra Instinct. I think that's what the title is. I've not made one of these in a while, but it just hit the like one, I think. So anyway, last time we left off, Naruto, Sasuke, and Shikamaru and Gaara were promoted to Jonin. Ino and Nat was promoted to Chunin. Okay, and also the third Kage announced that he was stepping down and Tsunade was taking over, but he never actually asked Naruto to come and go to get her, like in my original. Like in my others. So this is when Naruto walks in and asks if she could go get her as a mission, to which he's shocked to see that there's a middle-aged woman with blonde hair and big yeah, okay, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying not to get demonetized after just getting monetized. Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, who's this? Is it your girlfriend?" And he starts laughing. And then the third Kage says, "No, this is Tsunade." And he's shocked, like, "Wait a minute, I was coming in to see if I can go get her." And he says, "Oh, I asked her to come as I managed to convince her, saying that it's merely my time to go, and that I found a student for her that will actually be able to, like, how do I say this? That will actually maybe be able to, like, surpass her, and it's actually 2 students." Actually, no, I'll keep it 1 because I don't like Sakura. Anyway, so then he calls Ino, walks in, and it turns out the third Kage told her as well. And he tells Tsunade that this is her student, and it gets explained to Ino. Anyway, yeah. After this, Naruto decides, okay, and he goes to Jiraiya and says, "Can we just train, like, for the next, like, few years, can we just train consistently?" And Jiraiya thinks of this and says, "Okay, but this will sort of put you up from the rest, as no one will be able to catch up to you for a little while." So then he goes off and grabs Sasuke and Itachi Kakashi. And he says he manages to convince them to go with him. So he goes to say goodbye to Ino, and she starts crying. And this is where Naruto confesses his feelings for her. And it sort of goes like, "Ino, I like you, blah blah blah." And Ino says, "Yeah, same." And they have their first kiss. Then Naruto leaves. Okay, so the first thing that they want to learn is summoning jutsu. When Naruto does it, he summons an angel, and this was rumoured about to be like one of the strongest beings in the world. It's the strongest beings are an angel and a dragon. And he summons an angel, and then the angel says, You have the technique of the gods. I will gladly serve you and help you master your power." And then Naruto says, "Wow, really?" And the angel goes to touch him, but out of reflex and ultra instincts, he dodges. And he says, "Child, it's okay. Listen, okay. If you use your ki and extract a certain amount from your body, that your technique, ultra instinct, will turn off." And Naruto says, "Ultra instinct, so Orochimaru wasn't lying." And he tries to do it, but it doesn't work. And the angel says, "I guess you have trouble with your ki. Never worry." And he goes to take the ki out of him by force, but it doesn't work. And he thinks, "Oh my, were you born like this?" And Naruto says, "Yeah." And the angel says, "You're the one from the prophecy who will save all and control all. You save the world from its suffering and become its ruler at the same time. At least that's what the prophecy says. And everyone looks at Naruto like, damn. And then Naruto's now saying that I guess that means I'm becoming a Hokage. And the angel says, no, you're becoming the god of a new world. And Naruto's like, okay, maybe not. It's just a prophecy anyway. Then the angel says, you've summoned me, that's just due to Ultra Instinct, so you haven't got your rule summoning yet. So let's make our contract and you summon someone else. So they make their contract and the angel says, I will teach you the ways to master. And that's called Master Ultra Instinct, where you don't know its abilities. You just master the dodging and attacking sides. Naruto says, yeah, thanks. And then they make their contract. After they make their contract, Naruto feels weird. He feels a new type of ki. But after being given ki, Sasuke and Kakashi could sort of sense it. But now they couldn't. Naruto's ki's vanished. And he's tapped into God ki. Yes, Naruto has God ki now. And this makes him a lot stronger. Like the multiplier, I'm going to say, is 1,000,000 times stronger. And that's like making it low. Anyway. And then they do another summoning. And guess what? He summons the Elder Dragon, I'd say. It's like the most royalist, most powerful being out of the dragons. And then the angel's like, oh, nice to see you again. Also, you get to name them. But the angel is also like the leader of all angels and all that. And them two are actually good friends. And he's like, wait, did you get someone by the kid too? He says, yeah. He's the kid from the prophecy who was born with Ultra Instinct. After hearing this, the dragon bows down and says, I'd be pleased to serve the future ruler. And then Naruto chuckles a bit and says, oh, it's okay. You don't need to treat me as if I'm all special yet. And they make the contract. After this, Naruto feels something else weird. He feels in his in his own chest that there's a heat. His skin's hardening. And he's like, oh. And the dragon's like, oh, I guess it is happening. And he morphs into like a scaly, like scales appear on him. And he's like, that's armor, but you're going to learn something far superior over Ultra Instinct. And Naruto deactivates it. But he's still wondering what that bit feeling was. And then the dragon says that's your spirit pressure. It was unlocked when you took on me as one of your summonings. And then the dragon touches Naruto's forehead and giving him a new type of ability, which I'll explain next episode. And then the angel does it, allowing Naruto to tap in the God ki at will. And Naruto's like, well, thanks. And Sasuke does his summoning. He gets snake and birds and dog, thanks to not touching Kakashi. But then he's thinking, I've been left behind. And then he thinks, what if I use my ki? And he uses his ki and he summons a dragon. But it wasn't like the elder dragon. I would say it's like a noble dragon. So it's stronger than most dragons, but not the strongest. And then after seeing, then this noble dragon didn't see the dragon elder. And he's like, oh, pitiful mortal, summon me. I shall show you no mercy. And then he hears a roar and he looks to see the high angel. And the dragon elder is like, oh, what are you doing here? And then they explain how Naruto summoned him and how he will serve Sasuke. And the dragon, like the noble dragon, agrees to it and says, I'll be pleased to serve if my master orders me to. And then they make the contract, also giving Sasuke access to not as powerful, but also like a dragon metamorphosis. Okay. After seeing this, just like, damn, kid. I don't even think there's much more I could teach you that would be more powerful than that. And Naruto starts laughing. After hearing this, the dragon and angel say, well, he still needs to master our techniques. And then he looks at Sasuke and says, same for you. And then they all start laughing yet again. Okay. So next episode is going to be based on training and all that. So I'm slowly going to base it on training. it'll be Naruto and Sasuke getting their training done. Oh, I forgot to mention at the start of the video, the like goes 100 likes. I hope you can hit it for the next part. And yeah, if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Peace out. See ya.